Hey guys, good to have you all back and welcome to what is already the last episode of Junky June. Now, don't worry, I already have an idea for next month and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Trust me. Okay, but for today's project, my junky item is a paper bag. Yes, I have loads. I kept this one because I really like the size of it. It is longer and smaller. I think I'm gonna make something lovely with it. And I actually really loved the color. So, a paper bag. What are we making? I want to make a sort of a travel bag for when you go on vacation or holiday and you want to do some journaling and you want to take some ephemera and a journal with you. So I'm going to make sort of a travel case bag, whatever. It's going to look like this. Well, sort of, yeah. You can open up here. This will probably hold your journal. Yes. Then this will open up. And it will have accordion pockets, yes, for lots of papers. Two small sort of boxy compartments for small pieces of ephemera. And it will have a lovely closure. And this will also sort of flap up. It will have an opening here where you can put in all sorts. So, and then you can travel it. You can actually, it's going to be a bag. I'm going to make a bag out of a paper bag. Really? Yes. So exciting. Okay, I think it's going to be lovely. I have, a plan. Sort of. Let's find out. Okay, let me show you first the papers that I'm using for this project. For the papers, I'm using digitals. However, lovies, if you don't use digitals, you can use whatever paper you want. Yes, you can use beautiful vintage papers, book pages, scrapbook paper even. But I'm using a digital. This is actually a digital kit that I wanted to show you in my last What's Up, What's New. When my printer wasn't working, it's working again. Very, very happy. Also, this wasn't a new one, but I really wanted to play with this. I was in contact with Tracy Fox and I asked her if she could send me this kit so that I could play with it and show you guys, because I think you're gonna love it. You probably already have it because I think it's already a year old, but it's fantastic. It's called Dispatch. I'm going to link this one below, lovies. It's actually two kits, the base kit and the add-ons. It's sort of a postal theme. I'm gonna show you some of the pages and already cut some ephemera out. Also have another kit. I do not know if I am going to use this, but this is Framework Random Ink Light Ephemera. What does that mean? I've printed it out on coffee dyed paper. It is not solids. It's just the outlines of everything and some illustrations. So it is an ink saver, especially if you're gonna print it on coffee dyed paper or on any other paper that you want, lovey. So that's it. What I'm gonna use for papers. Well, and the paperback, of course. Other items. Tools. For my tools, ruler, knife, scissors, glue. Yes, every day, I know. Then my crocodile, because I want to do something with eyelets. And then I am probably going to use my tap punch. I don't know if I'm going to use the small one or Moby Dick, the big one. I'm going to use a scoreboard. Again, do not know if I'm going to use the big one or the smaller one. Something that you've not seen me use before are these smaller cutting mats. Why? Because I need to cut into the bag, but not through both layers. So this needs to be put inside the bag, and then you'll find out. Okay, I have hardware. I have brads and eyelets. Then I have these are from 49 and Market. They're actually sort of tap label metal thingy that you put on a piece of paper like so. Yeah, I'm going to use them as a closure. So, and then for the item that I'm not very familiar with, my challenge today is magnetic discs. I don't think I've ever used them. I think I know how they work for the closures. Yeah. And then for my vintage item, also for the closure, I have a piece of this lovely vintage ribbon. Everything I own is more cutesy, but I think this one would work really well with the kit because of the red, white and blue. Yeah, is that it? I'll probably do some inking. Yes, that is. Well, I might add a postage stamp, a real one. But in the kit lovies, there's a lot of small pieces, bits and bobs, small pieces of ephemera, and there's loads in there. I did not print everything out, but go have a look. I'm gonna link her below. Okay, let's start the project. Where to start? Well, normally I'd save the closure for last, but not in this case. I'm going to start sort of with the outside and then the inside. I'm going to start on the front because this is going to be a total experiment. This is actually, loves, the bottom part of the back. It is now sort of a flap, and I'm going to utilize this as such. Here's what I want to do. I want to make, underneath the flap, you lift it up, an opening, a big opening here. Because the back, of course, has, I'm going to call these accordion folds. Gusset, accordion folds, whatever. They have them on the top, so they probably also have them here. So I don't know how this is going to work. I think it's going to work, but I do not know yet. So I want to make sort of an incision, but only through the top layer and these, both of these, not to the bottom part. That's why I'm going to need a cutting mat in between the bag, so that I can cut it open, yeah? But also, do not want the opening here on the bottom. I do want it a little bit higher than this bottom part. So I'm just going to mark it. I'm going to mark it, yes? This is where the fold is, so I'm going to go like 1/2 inch on top of that. I'm just going to draw a line, maybe. That works better. Bear with me, lovies. Oh, that's fantastic. Are you going to do this? No, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Yes, so I'm going to open my bag up. I'm going to put in this one. Okay, here are the folds, yes? I do need to cut the folds, right? I'm hoping I'm doing this the right way. I think I am. If not, well, I need to take out another bag. Gonna push it all the way to this edge. I've tried this one. It is too big, so I'm not gonna use that one. Okay, yes, this is going to be in here. This is going to be in here. Oh my gosh, my brain is trying to figure it out. Let's see. Knife. I'm so hoping I'm doing it the right way. Okay, move this up a little bit, or just move it all the way to the other side. Are you keeping your fingers crossed? I hope you are, but because I have no clue what I'm doing, loves. Oops, not too, well, I'm gonna cover up the back anyway, but I do not want to cut this. Okay. Yes. But then you also need to open it up here. Or you're just going to do it this. No, it works. Yes, because you just need to. Oh my gosh, I think it's going to work. Excited. Careful for your finger. I know, lovies. Yes, then you do this. Oh, yes. So, you can open it up. So it will need something to pull. Probably a tab. And then I also need to cut here. Yes, and this needs to be glued down. It's totally gonna work, guys. Sure. Yes, see, it opens up. But this is in the way. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut this piece off on this line here, and also take these small gussets with me. I'll probably need to add a little bit of glue. So I'm going to lose this, lovies. Yeah? I'm going to do this with this and this again. But it's going to be some fiddling about. So I'm going to do that off camera. Yes, let me take this part off. The strippy is out. I did damage this a little bit, but that's quite alright because I'm going to cover this up, lovies. Now, also I'm going to glue this down. I'm just going to glue this whole part down here, and I'm going to glue this down. So this it's going to be sort of stuck, and it's going to be covered with paper. Speaking of covering with paper, I need to cover a lot. Yes, I do really like the darker green color, so I'm going to leave a border sort of all around it. Also don't mind, of course, the craft color. So I've printed out loads of pages. The landscape ones are sort of the journal pages, so a page here and a page here. I am not even going to mind that it's going to look like 2 pages. So loads. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Look at the labels on the, yes, well, you know Tracy Fox. If you don't, oh my gosh, yes, she's amazing. And then I have the portrait ones. The portrait ones I printed also on the back, because these are going to be used for the accordion folds. Accordion folds, yes. So it has loads. I don't even know, guys. Then it has a couple of pages with tags in 2 sizes. This is the large size. You also have them a little bit smaller. I'm going to use the large sizes. And then she has these pockets with sort of the gussets. And I'm going to make them more boxy. So I'm going to make them even bigger. So a couple of pockets. She also has smaller ones. The smaller ones, I'm not going to use the smaller ones. I'm going to go for the big ones. And then, of course, lovely cards. These are more of the tags. Small ones. And she has these. It's just gorgeous. If you don't have a tab punch, this is fantastic. If you don't have hardware, it looks like it has hardware. Yeah, this is more of the tags. And also there are more pages where you can sort of fold the hidden paper clips. I need to watch the video again. I don't really know how this works, but I'm not going to use them. It's big kids lovies. It's just fantastic. Okay, covering up. I am going to put something here. Yes, I'm going to put something there. On the back, on the 2 insides. And then on the fronts, I'm going to put a couple of panels. A big one here, yes. Small one here, not going to put anything here. And then one over here, covering the whole bit up, yeah? So I'm going to cut out lots of pieces of paper. So I have all my panels cut and inked already. Let me show you what I cut. Also, I've tried to sort of glue this down, lovies. Yes, so you cannot see on the inside anymore. I'm a little bit worried about this sort of closure thingy or flap thingy, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I have cut on the front, this on the front. I have cut it the tiniest bit longer because it wasn't really nice at the top to look at. So the tiniest bit longer, so it's going to stick out a little bit, leaving a little bit of border all around. Then I have cut out a strippy here that is going to be there. Yes. Then I have this over here, but we need to be able to fold it up if we want to reach inside of the pocket. So here's what I'm thinking. I can go 2 different routes. I'm going to do the folding. I could cut this in half and just make 2 small panels so that you can flip it up. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to score it. I'm going to fold it in and just score it so it has sort of a natural fold by itself, and then you can probably, fold it up a little bit easier. Well, that's my idea. Then I have one panel on the back here, and then a panel, doesn't really matter which ones because they're all the same size, a panel here and here. Yes? So lots of gluing. So that's what I'm going to do, lovies. I did not round corners. I left everything straight. And as I mentioned, I'm also leaving a little bit of a border all around because I really love the green color. So everything is glued on except for this part. Yes, I have the front here, the flap. It works like a charm. Yes, I really like it. I think I'm going to put a tab on it. This one I had to trim off the tiniest bit. If you do this, lovies, make sure that you can still fold it in without it curling up. So it needs to be sort of floating. Yes. And I did the back. Lovely. And I did the inside. Not this inside. This is going to be as is. Okay. Now, before I glue this on, I think the best thing to do is to make a fold in the middle before I glue it on. Otherwise, it will be sort of, I don't know. Probably will be crinkly or what have you. I'm going to center it. Yeah. And then I'm going to gently sort of try to fold it up. And I'm going to mark it here. I'm going to mark it here. Take out my scoreboard. I don't think my small one will work. Will it? How tall is it? Oh, we'll manage. We'll manage. I'm going to flip it over. Okay. And there you go. I'm just going to fold it, pre-score it. Oh my gosh, what did you do? I don't know. Yeah, here, it was here. So you see, it's not really in the center. That's why I sort of measured it out. And then, like so, love, if you glue it on, it'll look better. Yes, it'll work. I need to erase this. Yes, and then put glue on. Might be a totally unnecessary step, but I'm just not taking any chances today. And if this flap thing works, oh my gosh, opportunities! You could use glue stick for this, loves. Yes, I just had art out, so why not? And there we go. Okay, right side up. This goes there, love. This goes there. Put it in the crease. Yes. Here and here. So it's sort of pre-folded. Already completely lovely. Yes, transformed it. Really cool. Really cool. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna leave the... I am going to leave the closure for last because I can reach in here for the magnets and I can reach in here for the brads. Yeah? Do you want to do accordion folds? Accordion pockets? Big ones? Yes, let's. So let's make some accordion pockets. Yes. I've printed out some pages double-sided. Yes, cut off all the white borders. Could also print it borderless, but I didn't. Yeah. Doesn't really matter what you put on here, lovies, as long as it's double-sided. Okay, what are accordion pocket fold thingies? Well, it's going to look a little bit similar to this. See? So it's going to be a pocket that you can sort of open up and it will stretch out. Now, these have the gussets or the accordion folds that are about 2 inches. Mine are going to be 1/2 inches. So not this much space, but you know, a little bit of space to stretch it out. How are you going to go about it? Okay, I have my piece of paper. Let's count. What do we need? Let's say, for instance, this is the piece of paper. Yeah? Then it needs to fold like so. So we need 1 fold. It needs to fold back. And then we're going to attach it to another piece of paper. So 3. It needs 1, 2, 3 folds. A sort of zigzaggy. Yes? 3 folds. Okay. I'm going to make each fold 1/2 inch. I need to do that on this side and on this side. So this whole project, this whole piece of paper is going to be 3 inches smaller than it is. I can do all sorts of measuring, but I'm just going to put my journal on here and let's see how much we have left. This is A4 size paper, lovies. With inches, love. There you go. Okay, well, almost 3 inches, which means if we're going to do this, they're going to be the tiniest bit smaller, and that is actually perfect, than the bag itself. Yes? So I need to make gussets. Well, folds. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Same on the other side. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Let me demonstrate. I've taken out my big scoreboard. It's also too tall, lovies, but I'm going to figure that out later. Let's first make the folds. So I am scoring at 1/2 inch here. At 1/2, yes. Then at 1 and add 1.5. Yes, I'm gonna flip the whole thing around. We're gonna score at half, gonna score at 1 and 1.5. Let's start folding. Okay. Fold on the right score. Yes, there we go. We're going to make a zigzaggy. One. Is that straight? Yeah, sure. And 3. See? We have the zigzaggy. Now pretend that this is another page. So it's going to be glued on like so to the other page. See? So one part is going to be glued on and the rest are going to be gussets. Fantastic. So we need to do that with all 3 of them. I'm going to, but it is of course way too tall. So I'm going to make it shorter, quite a bit shorter actually, because I do not want them to stretch all the way to the top. I think I want them to stretch like maybe 1.5 inches. About yay much. Whatever you want, lovies, because I also want to add a tab. So the tabs are going to stick out and I do not want the tabs to stick out, well, could, atop of here. So probably 1.5 inches shorter than this whole story. However, I am not going to simply cut them off because I also want to make one fold on the bottom. Yeah? Okay, so I want them 1.5, well, about here. I'm just going to eyeball it, lovies. You're not eyeballing it because you also need to cut the other ones to size. So I'm going to cut them, well, score them at 6 inches. No, 6.5 inches. 6.5. Okay. Sorry, need to unfold you again. 6.5 inches. There you go. So this is going to be the total height of the pocket. Now, here on the bottom, we have a tiny square with all the scores in here on both sides. I am going to cut them off with scissors, This little square piece I'm going to cut off. Yes. I might add one more score. Yeah. Because if we fold it in, it's all the pocket also is going to have a bottom part. I think it's actually cool. Yeah? I'm gonna leave it like this. Yes, no more cutting. Yeah? Okay, let me do one more because that was confusing, right? Was it 6? Did we score at 6? Yes, so the pocket is going to be... I'm taking out... This side up and this side up confuses me. Okay, 6 inches. Score tool. That was the height. 6 inches is the height. Yes. On its side. Half an inch. Half an inch. Half an inch. Flipping it over. Half an inch. Half an inch. Half an inch. Yes. So we have this sort of piece here that we need to cut out. Where is it here? And there. Yes. So I'm folding it. Making a zigzaggy. There you go. this needs to be folded up. Upwards. Yes. Big pocket. Big pocket. So we're going to attach them. Is it starting to make sense, guys? I hope so. I'm going to make the last one. And then we're going to assemble them together and glue them in the lovely travel bag. So I have 3. I had a little bit of trouble with folding one of them. Yes. So here's what I've done, lovelies, because this was in the way. I mitered this. So I just took like an angle off on both sides. I am also going to do this the slightest bit on this piece. For some reason, I did not fold this one correctly, or I don't know, but we can fix it. I'm just going to take the slightest piece off at an angle. Yes. So now it just folds in properly. Okie doke. I am going to layer them up. Let's decide. This one is going to go on front, then this one, and then this one. Yeah? Okay. First thing I'm doing is I'm gluing this here. There you go. Glue. Glue. Have it straight, flat, and then glue these down. If it's going to give you a little bit of trouble, love, miter it. Yes? Okay, here's one. Here's, also inked. I inked all around them, lovies, before I did this. Inking in advance. There we go. Flat, 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 straight, straight and flat. Two. And the last one. Yes, I had a little bit of trouble with, I don't know. I think I didn't score it right, or, well, I did something wrong. So, but I fixed it. So, there you go. This was the last one. The middle one and the first one. Okay, we're going to glue the first one to the second one. Yeah? I'm going to add glue here on these parts and here. You can make an extra, I'm not going to make an extra pocket. I'm just going to put glue all over this big piece. Now, this doesn't need to be a big piece, lovies. Could be just a half an inch. I was just too lazy to cut it up. I'm like, oh yes, well, nice big surface to glue something on. There you go. Did I put glue here? Well, that'll be sort of, you know, preferably have some glue here as well. Line it up, lining it up at the bottom and two sides, and also the top. Make sure it's glued down well. So if you do use glue stick for this, loves, have some clamps on it, just to make sure they're stuck really well. See? Yes, big pocket. It's like a big mouse that is hungry. And then I'm gonna glue on the last one in the same way. Glue together, and now we simply need to glue this on this page. Yeah. I'm going to add the tabs later. I think I'm going to add tabs. I think that'll be lovely. Now, if these parts on the top here are sticking out, guess what? Cut them at an angle. Miter these as well. Mine were actually quite alright. Okay. Do not, lovies, I repeat, do not glue them all the way to the bottom. Have them float a little bit. Have them float a little bit because we need to fold it up. It needs to have room. See? Have it float a little bit. So not all the way to the bottom. And I absolutely love it. But I need to let it dry a little bit more. Cute. Oh my gosh. Yes, very, very cute. So you have 1, 2, 3 big compartments. Need more glue here to put in loads of lovelies. Yeah, very cool. Speaking of compartments, I want to make 2 sort of boxes, small boxes with lids on them. Let me explain. I want to make 2 side by side sort of small boxy compartments from these pockets. Now, what Tracy's done is brilliant. She made sort of the flaps, the gussets all around so that you can cut them, fold them in. But I want my boxies to have the smaller spine, like a 1/4 inch spine or something like it. So that's why I'm using 2 of these, even though they're 4 on, to make 2 of them. Yeah, because I am not going to cut outside of this line. I'm going to make them bigger. First, I'm going to cut it at the top because that does not need to be bigger. Top is that's the only thing that is the same size. There we go. Now, Tracy did round these corners, so I'm going to have probably a little bit of trouble with this, but that's why they invented ink. Okay, here's what I want to do. I am going to cut, I'm going to use this pocket, this one. I'm going to use this pocket. I'm not going to cut on these lines. I'm actually going to cut on this line here, like 1/2 inch wider. 1/2 inch wider. Sort of. You can alter it later, but you know, have 1/2 inch wider. On this side. Also on this side, I'm totally eyeballing it this time. Well, you're not really eyeballing it. I'm using my mat. There you go. That's not 1/2 inch. This is sort of 1/2 inch. Yes. So on the sides and on the bottom as well. There you go. There's a lovely opening. I am going to cut it out for sure. Okay, because what is it that I want to do? I'm actually going to score. I'm going to line this up. Taking out my small scoreboard. I can do this with my small one, right? Yeah, hopefully I can. Okay. I'm going to line this line up with a number. There you go. I'm going to line it up with 2. And I am going to score at a 1/4 inch. 3/8 of an inch? I think that'll work. 3/8 of an inch. Okay. Well, okay. Perfect. Well, where was I? Here. 3/8 of an inch there. I'm going to do the same with the other one. There you go. Yes. And then I basically need to do it here, but that's a little bit of a problem. I need to line this up. I'm going to do this. Is that going to work? Oh my gosh, that is going to work. Okay, so the line is at 3. So I'm going to score at 3 3/8. There you go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to do basically the same. We're going to do almost the same, lovies. I need to... What do I need to do? Cut these. I'm going to start with these. I'm a little bit confused because there are lines on here. I am not really used to lines on there. Take out your pointy scissors, lovey. Yes, there we go. I'm going to take this out. Here and here. I'm doing it wrong. I already know I'm doing it wrong. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine, lovies. Yes. Okay. What now? What now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, I am so sorry. Totally forgot. Yes. I also need to score on... I was like, what am I doing wrong? I also need to score on the lines of the actual design. Yeah? Here. And here. And on the bottom part. And I'm hoping I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry for the confusion. And here. Yes. We need to cut even more. Yes, we do. I need to cut this as well. The big one. The big one. Here and here. Let me try to figure it out. Okay. Going to fold on the first one. So this is basically your pocket, right? Yes, but we want to have small spines in them. So I'm going to score on the next one. On the next one. And on the next one. Yes, yes, yes. Yes! Yes! Worked. See? So we have the spines now that are also colored. So that's really pretty. Except for the last piece here and here. But that's quite right because I'm going to ink them. And then you won't be able to see them anymore. I'm going to do another one, lovies, for sure. I'm going to show you again. So this is going to be glued on here. Like a small boxy pocket. Cool? I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool. Also need to cut this out. And I'm going to make flaps that go over it, sort of closures as well. Let's do another one of these. Let me show you. Second one is going to be way easier. Yes? Cut straight on the top. And then like 1/2 inch or something like it on all three of the other sides. Okay. I'm gonna start here with this pocket. I'm gonna line it up. This is 4.5. We need to fold here, but then we need a spine, and the spine is going to be 3/4 inches. So I'm gonna score at 4 7/8. Gosh. Yes. And then I'm gonna line this one up with an even number. 2. This is the sort of the front, the pocket. Then we need this little spine, which is 3/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. Then, this is the hardest part because this does not line up. Put it at 4. Pocket. And then 3/8 of an inch. There you go. Yes? So score around the pocket and then 3/8 of an inch or 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch or however big you want this. Yes? I could also just have scored this. That would have been so much easier, right? Yes. So I'm going to take out this big piece here and this big piece here. Yes. Fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, fold it in. I might need to miter it. See, this is sticking out the tiniest bit. So here's what I'm doing. Ta-da! I'm going to take off a piece. Yes, and then with the bottom one as well. 1 and 2. So we're making a boxy. Another boxy. I'm going to cut this out, see if I need to miter it anywhere else, and ink all around it. I have my 2 little boxes, inked all around them. A little bit more on these corners because of the white that was showing. Speaking of white, there was a little bit of this white showing here on the inside. Yes, because you can look inside of the box for a tiny bit. So also put some white there. Okay, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to put glue there, here in the corner, to already sort of glue them down. Yes? There you go. Have it straight. That'll be lovely. This is not really easy, love, because let's have something here on the bottom. That's why I love art glitter glue. It glues really, really fast. What am I telling you, art? You glue really, really fast. So please be glued down. A little bit more glue there. Okay. So all of this will be glued down eventually, like so. Yes, so gluing down the boxes. I'm going to make sort of a closure on the box. I've chosen these big tags did print them double-sided. I'm going to put them in. They're smaller than the boxes, but that's quite all right. I'm going to put them inside of a box. Yes, I'm going to make a flap and the spine. Now the spine needs to be the same size as the spines that we made. So the spine needs to be 3/8 of an inch. I want my flap to be probably 2 inches. Have it like so. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff on my desk. There it is. If I'm gonna score it at 2 inches, oh, that'll be great. I'm gonna make the flap 2 inches. Yes, this is the flap, and then I need 3/8 of an inch for the spine. I'll probably need to cut a little piece off, but let's just find out. So 2 inches, and then the lovely spine. So if I'm gonna put this in here, like so, all the way to the bottom, it is too tall. I do not want this to match up here, but this needs to be smaller. So I'm taking off about 1/2 inch. Let's try 1/2 inch first. Let's see how much we have then. From the bottom, not from the top. Yes, so if we move this in here now. Oh yes, well that's what I want. To leave a little bit of room. So I'm gonna do the same with the other one. These are going to be the closures. So I'm scoring at 2 and 3/8. Yes, and I'm taking off 1/2 inch from the bottom. I have my 2 pockets. I have my 2 flappies, but they're not gonna close by themselves. Now you can do all sorts, lovies. Have some of the magnets or Velcro dots. I'm going to use these. Now these were in the kit. Just lovely sort of circles. Cut them out, inked all around them. And I'm going to have them on here so that this could actually tuck underneath, tuck behind here. So I'm not going to glue them on. I'm going to put a brad through. Yeah? So I'm thinking sort of there. Just eyeballing. There you go. Go away. Be sure that this is printed out of heavier paper, lovies. Or just back it with something. There we go. Yes, this needs to be taped off because we want stuff to go inside and not to get stuck. There you go. Yes. And I'm going to do the same on the other one, preferably in the same spot. Yes. Now we can start gluing them down. I'm going to do the pocket first and then the flappy. Yes, let's just see, loves. Now there are lines on here, so I'm going to utilize the line. I'm going to put them here and here, just eyeballing it at the same height. There we go. So glue, glue-doody-doo, lots of glue. Yes. This line a little bit removed from the edges. There you go. Now my fingers won't fit in, so I'm taking out my bone folder or a ruler or just your scissors, something flat. That's the difficult part. This is the difficult part. Making sure it all is stuck. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do it same with the other side. And then for the flap, lovies, I'm gonna put it in. Yes. It's gonna go underneath. And I just wanted to stick out for a little bit. That's why we made it short. So I'm gonna push it all the way to the bottom. It leaves this. Yeah. I'm just gonna add glue there. That's why I printed this double-sided. Okay. Carefully put it in, put it in. It's a little bit smaller, so center it a little bit. Yes. Again, taking out my bone folder to glue it down. Is it straight? This doesn't look straight. There's a line here. Follow the line. There you go. Yes, yes. Come on, you can do it. Yes. There you go. Closure thingy. Cool. Was it? Oh my gosh. Was it not straight? Well, this is art glitter glue, so you cannot have it straighter than this, love. It's a little bit crooked. Little bit crooked. I'm gonna try my best with the other one. I've decided to use my big whale tail tab, Moby Dick, for the tabs that I want to go here. So I need 1, 2, 3. 3 tabs. Yes. So I've cut out roughly some of the, you know, tags. And I think this is about the same size. I think it's going to be fine. And let's have a look. Yeah. Put it in. Yes, perfect. There you go. And then also the last one. It's a piece of paper stuck. There we go. There you go. And a third one. And I'm going to ink all around them. Yes. I'm not adding brads or anything to this. I'm just simply going to glue them on. Yes, so one is going to go here. Let me see if I can show it. So I have loads to decorate. I have no clue where because it's already so lovely. But I have some small bits and bobs cut out. So I'm going to put this here. Does it stick out? No, it doesn't. We made sure of that. That's why we made it a little bit shorter. Does it? No, it doesn't. But maybe you want it to. Yeah, that could also have been cool. This one's already inked. I pre-made one, guys. Oh, there's the mowing machine again. I live like near a park, well, at the edge of a park. So sometimes they come and mow the park. There you go. And then the last one, do not forget to ink it. Oh, Tracy, my dear, I love these papers so much. Ever since you made them, I was sort of in love. I'm so happy I get the chance to play with them now. They're just gorgeous. Everything is upside down. I do not even care. There we go. And let's see. There we are. So now it looks like this. Oh gosh, yes, love it. Well, put in an eyelet and a dangle, or, you know, decorate it. Whatever you want, loves. Now, before I do the decorating, I really need to focus on the closure. Yes, that's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to use this because it just looks awesome. These two, hoping that this will work. And some brads, but bigger brads. For the closure, I have a piece of my ribbon. Yes, this is going to go here. I'm going to attach this. It'll work. I've tried it out. Yes, and it's going to fold over. And I'm going to double this up, put a little bit of glue, and then a brad through. So it's going to be attached with a big brad here. No magnets. And then here, this is going to be attached like so. I'm going to attach it. It'll work, hopefully. And this will need a magnet. Now, I've tested the magnets out and it works. It works. So I basically need to put a magnet on the inside here. But we have loads of room to glue that down. Now, these are self-adhesive. Yeah, I'm not going to trust that. So I am also going to add glue with my glue gun, probably, or something. Okay, Now, I've tried this out, guys. This is almost the exact width of this clippy thingy. And I can basically push it in. It will give a little bit of resistance, but that's what we want because we really want this to be clamped down, of course. I'm not going to trust that it will be clamped down forever. So that's why I'm also going to use my glue gun. But first, I'm just going to use my pokey tool to maneuver it in. There you go. Great use of something. It's not meant for anything like this, but why not? Okay, see? It's in, it's in. But I'm going to add glue here. With Drippy. Lots of use of Drippy lately. And then it will for sure be stuck. Hopefully. Let's just hope so. Let's just hope so. Also, I need to... Because I want a nicer finish on the edge. I do not want this to be the edge. So that's why I'm also gluing this with also Drippy. There you go, Drippy. Add glue here. Yes. This will probably get really hot because this is metal. There you go. Ouch. Yeah, told you. Hot. Perfect. Yeah. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here because I do not like to sew. You could sew it. If you want to sew it, be my guest. Ouch also. Yes. Need to let it dry. Yeah. So this is going to go over here. And this is going to go over here. And also attaching it with a brad will be on the inside of this big pocket. Now, also what I'm going to do, guys, it is already a little bit reinforced, but I'm going to reinforce it a little bit more because it will have a little bit of tension. So I'm going to put something here, a piece of cardstock. I'm going to glue something here and then put the brad through. It will have a little bit more hold, I guess. Hoping. Yes? Okay. Are they dry? They are. They are. Perfect. Let me quickly do the other one. I'm almost there. I put it in. Yes, worked. Gonna glue it here. Gonna glue it there. And then let's reinforce the back and I'm gonna attach it to the back. Or yeah, back first. Okay, let's put them on. Now, here's what I'm doing. This is gonna go here. And this is gonna go on the other side. But I'm not gonna pull it tight. Because we might want to stuff this one with loads of stuff and maybe even a journal. So this is going to go right through the gentleman's head. Well, not his head, but head. On the top of his head. Yes. Okay. Putting my finger behind here. Yeah. This is going to be his head. Okay, I want my brad here. So I'm just making a hole. I'm making a hole. Carefully. Because I do not want to push through all the layers. Yes, there we go. Lovely hole here. And then it will also show up on the inside over here. Yeah? Okay. So, what am I doing? Need to make a hole here as well. There we go. Hole here. Hole here. Yes. See? Same color. You don't see because same color. I will flip them over. I've used vintage. Oh. Why? Because I just love them and I have a gazillion of them. Okay, I'm just going to glue them on. If I can find my glue anywhere. Well, oh, it's right behind my glue gun. It was hiding. Why were you hiding? There you go. Where were we? Oh my gosh, where was the hole? Here, here's the hole. Here's the other side. I'm gonna put this on. Yes, so it needs to be in the same spot. There we go. Yes, gluing it on. And then I'm going to need to make a little bit of room for this brad to go through. There you go. Not enough room here. I need to make this bigger. That's quite all right. You could also add glue if you want to. I don't think it's necessary, but you could. Push this through. Both layers. It's going to look lovely. Oh, yes. Well, he now has a woolly head. There you go. Yes. 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 Fantastic. Okay. And now this goes here. I need to sort of measure where I want it because I want the same here. Yeah. And I am again punching a little hole. Just punching. No, are you punching a little hole? You cannot punch a little hole, love. No, because you will see it. Well, I'm gonna punch the smallest hole. So I need to put a piece of decoration on there. Just a tiny hole, because I need to know where I want to put the, whatchamacallit? The thingy. The magnet. Yes, the magnet. So I'm going to glue the magnet here. Are you going to trust the adhesive that is on there? I'm going to try, love. If this is not to my liking, I'm going to... Oh, they're rather sticky. I'm going to add more myself, and I'll probably also... I'm also going to put some sort of tape over it on the other side. Now, will this work? Oh, yes. It will. It's stuck. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do the other side as well. Let's have a look at the end result. I just decorated a tiny bit because honestly it doesn't need anything. I added a couple of labels here and there. I did add labels on the handles. That effect I really do like. Okay, on the front you open up like so. It snaps. Lovies, it does snap. Now if you're going to carry a lot in it, I don't think the magnets will hold, but add a Velcro dot stand, lovies, that will hold for sure. Okay, you open it up like so. We have a big compartment here. Yes, I'll probably add a little bit of tape over the magnets, just, you know, just to be sure. And then we're gonna open it up like so. I have small little compartments here. Isn't that cute? Yes, and they close up. I filled this with some of the small bits and bobs that I had left over. Put in cards, put in all sorts. Yes, label, label, label. You don't even notice it. It's just so pretty. I'm going to flip it around. Then these are the 3 big compartments. They're huge, right? Fill it up. This is basically the most amazing Happy Mail ever. Make this for Happy Mail. Fill it up with all sorts. And your friend will be very, very happy. And then we have the biggest compartment. Look at all the... This is lovely. Put in a small little journal. Put in candy. All sorts, lovies. Yes, it is an actual purse. You can carry it. Yeah, and it snaps. There you go. Click, click. And then a little bit of decorating on the back. Just here and there. But honestly, it doesn't need anything. It doesn't need anything. So guys, that's it for today. Big thank you to Tracy for allowing me to play with this kit. I've been wanting to for the longest time and I absolutely love it. I'm going to link her Etsy shop below. It is Love Junk Journals. Now, if you've never visited her Etsy shop, you're gonna be in for a treat. Also have a look at her labels. Do not ask me what labels. All of them. They're just amazing. So guys, that's it for today. I'll be back again this Sunday with a lovely treasure haul. Yes, I have some lovely goodies to share with you. And that's it for Junky June. This Monday, I will announce what we're going to do in the month of July. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure you're going to love it. Also, I have a new digital kit out this Monday. So, very exciting. Hoping you can catch me then. And have a fantastic weekend. Bye, guys.